Yo! So on the trends on addiction today, we take a look at some stories that is making waves. You know, we always talk say this country we live in, this Ghana here, laws know the way. But it's not always the truth. Sometimes if you mess up and the law take hold of you, Charlie was so shit. So today's stories, we have a couple of stories that we have some of our brothers that didn't really take care of their actions and they were not really they were like, oh, I'm gonna DSA, I'm running Yejuma, but I'm running so ding say. So we are trying to figure out what they did and what we can do better to actually prevent all these things from happening, Charlie. The name remains Christy Donald, and you're welcome to the trends on addiction, Charlie. So our first story is from Pantang. When you Pantang Junction, yeah, when you are heading towards Abri. And then it's between Adenta and Abri, and also close to Oyarifa. Now, Pantang Junction, that junction small, that area then, traffic, akrabi or near there. Yes. Now, this motorcycle, that a guy that rides motor that found himself in trouble with the policeman. Allegedly, the policeman was saying, say, Watumra. Yes. He has done some illegal acts on the road, so the police stopped him and then seized the cycle. So the man also felt like, no, I'm not at fault. And he felt in his own judgment that whatever the police is accusing him of, ain't a fault. And he doesn't know why the police has seized his cycle. On the Accra has the Chalobia, so I every day Obia Soria, Pesoya wa annoyed and Uncle Pacey Cantor. So this guy was on his daily grind. So Uncle Pebby behind the Unfamiliar fee. Maybe your team of near, I mean, say Accra had here. It doesn't matter whether you're married or you're not married, Charlie. You have to grind. Until Pentem or baby, wherever he's going to do whatever he has to do. And our police will also in the cycle. And the man felt like, no, Charlie, I don't want go. Time no day. I cry with day, Charlie. I forget money. And our police, you know, said that whatever you did, it was wrong. So I've seized your cycle. So the guy was like, no, wait do you mean to you? So he decided to stop the cars that were coming from the other end. Okay, so that he will be able to also, I don't know, probably communicate his displeasure about whatever the policeman was doing. But as all you know, the police has to intervene and probably stop him from causing whatever mayhem there, because on the legal person to be doing that on the road, and he has no training prior to that, but he's doing it out of emotion, out of frustration. So I think the policeman should have intervened and stopped him from maybe causing, even if he's not going to harm himself, at least not harming other people that were coming, because he's not professionally trained to do that, to organize traffic. Now, the police ignored this man, and the worst happened. So, if you watch the video, it was like there was this Elantra car that the guy initially went to communicate his displeasure to, but M said, whoever was driving the Elantra wanted to hear nothing that the guy had to say. I'm also Pentema baby, like I said, I cried here, stay by plan, or be a Pentema Ako grind, Yako pay BB Ako fee. And a guy always was frustrating the Elantra guy. So the Elantra, I don't know whether it was a guy or woman, so I can't really say whether it was a guy, but the driver. So eventually the driver couldn't hold it anymore and he didn't have the patience, nor the car, and he rammed into the guy like this. Born to baby cry in order to ask so after the Elantra rammed through this guy, the people were around, a lot of people were around to, you know, how our system is, assembly tool beer. Every day you have a lot of people around that are coming to do like they are sympathizing, but you know deep down whatever they are trying to do is to move past them. Yes, they were all around, and some of them were seriously not happy with the police and how he handled the issue, or how collectively the police around there. I don't know whether there were 2 or 3. I only saw one person. I don't know. Maybe there were 2 or 3, whatever, but people were not happy with how they handled the whole issue. Right as I'm talking to you now, I don't know the state of the guy, whether he is alive or he couldn't make it. But we just pray that he's alive, because looking at how the guy rammed through him, I don't know, maybe he was unconscious, but I don't know the aftermath of the unconsciousness, what really happened. So this is what is happening. I always say this thing, look, this country, you have to take care of yourself, because if you are not careful, somebody will just end your life for no reason. And the funny aspect, I don't know whether it's funny or sad, but you might not even, your family might not be able to take the justice that you deserve, because it only works for certain people when they have some amount of money. And when you are nobody, like a nobody, some of these issues, it just comes and it goes. Like, it happens every day, so nobody really gives a damn about what's happening to you. You get the whole vibe. Yeah, so that's what is happening. I don't know why it happened that way, and I don't know why the police allowed that to happen in that instance, but um, we can learn a thing or two. Is, Charlie, you have to be careful and control your anger. I always say, like my first video I did about how to survive in Accra, I told you that Accra, it's like you have to control your anger. You seriously have to control your anger, especially when you're on the streets of Accra, because everybody is having an issue to deal with before they are even out there trying to go and find something to eat, and the resources are just small there for people to grasp. So it's like we are all in a rush to take a bite of those resources, and sometimes it becomes frustrating because so psychologically people are walking around very bitter, and some of them wouldn't think twice to do something that is outrageous to you, not because they want to, but because like frustration, anger, bitterness, like responsibilities, like a whole lot. So at the beg, you have to be careful and take care of yourself. We need you alive. Yeah. Okay. So now we move to our second story. Now this happened at Circle in Accra. You know, Circle is the hub of phones, and you know, it's a big marketplace. And we all know what happens in Circle. They say, "Oh, when I'm Circle, I want to say, yeah, ukufi ebeka say, maybe start ko then." Yes, it's the whole head and the whole hot spots. That's where the whole head then that phrase engineered from, because we no one sure who you actually a human. Now, this to me personally, I think is a good news in a way, because it will serve as a deterrent to people that are out there that are using their mind to outsmart other people that know nothing about this technique that some of the Circle guys use. That's when you buy a phone, they will show you the right phone. Okay, phone in correct, phone in the idea, but okay, some packaging no fast. No mind on mode up a towel, see a BBD room, do you baby use now also, because it's not easy, you know. I mean, the work or third year when you do fear, it's not like that. Some happened to a friend of mine, I mean, quite recently, and the guys that I know that know him were laughing at him and all that, but I know how serious it is, and I wouldn't like it to happen to anyone. But one guy allegedly went to outsmart someone like that, and the person went home and realized what the guy did to him. So he reported the incident to the police. Now, fortunately, the Ghana police were able to track this guy. Later on, they went to, I mean, they found him around Achimota, that he was using the same technique on someone else, and almost so necessary. Say actually, I will have a general system no more. A man called Funya or one time, they make sure they are burning ready. Yeah, and it was so senior man the system was no. I'm born the charges there, trying to fool people by false pretense, and also say when you're doing pokras or the bed or the bedi bonds. Initially, he pleaded that he said he wasn't guilty, but after police investigation, they realized the guy is guilty, and to see how no there. In your man, that's why I say, Juman on you, Juman dink of, but this time the Juman idea. It didn't sound of yes, and then be an sometimes it goes against you. Yeah, that's how life is. So that's what is happening at Circle, and I think Charlie, the system is hot. We know the system is hot, but Charlie, really big. Yeah, most the streets mobile. Why? Muntias the street mobile. So the guy is currently in the police custody, and he has 110,000 Ghana cedis as a bail. So just as Canadian, maybe a coupon capoli for accommodation, but either than that, essentially, in your tree, I buy commodity.
wono ene nam circle mpota mu ho ne ye wokọ na akwakoto phone na eye tiles yi bi eye Italian one ye mu oduru bi wokọ akwa se wope iPhone na chese wakotwa iPhone no pepepepepepe na odi ato eye iPhone no ne cover no mu na odi ato woni e phone obeyi a kire wo pa se phone no enie na emom no wokọ a odi kwakosha polythene bag mu ama wo no na odi saa tile no bi ato mu bokwakodu fie no wokọ miamia so wo mienye ye na wahunu se eye saa de no anasa saa tile no wato ama se bi eye phone na wodi akwakopie mu ewo fie ntie ne eye Accra Circuit Court no wo mo enam so a charge abrante no 2 count attempting to commit crime na chese wo ya adwene se wo be ye di bone ewo my Ghana mu na face to defaulting by false pretense no chese wadada wo bi se ya de a wo ton phone na ama no so kokodu ase no na se ode ade no kokopie mu ewo fie no na enye phone ewo mti onipa kro no wadada no na abrante no ye bisa ne se odifo na wonifo no ya de a wo kire mu se enya de a wodifo na so hwehwe mu ema na ba be dedi se ya de a wodifo pa enam so ema wo mu egusu a wo mu eye hwehwe mu ahodo no a ewo mu ewo ho enu nti no eye wo mu ye sa investigation no eye Chief Inspector Samuel Ahiabo ekire mu se ya de abrante ye wote odoko mpotem ho ya odi djuma ewo ye eye second mpotem ho a wo hwe edada amanfo ahodo no a ewo ho nti wo ba bepie mu ewo ho a woton phone ne ma wa na watimi ayesa na obi na oton phone ne ma na ne ho eye hare ema odi ase no bepie mu ewo eye aposifo ensa no a wo mo enam so ekokoche abrante no enu nti saa 2 count no na sesi ya mene mo ekasai no wo mo ede agina so ede abonitiri so se one oye saa 2 count na sesi ya no eye court ede atrinity so ewo ho na eyade a bail ana wo pe no eyade a court enam so ede saa bail no atimi amana eno no mo de 10,000 Ghana cedis atrinity so offer 2 sureties emeka ho se de be ya ebetimi aboa na nhwehwe mu mapa wo mo eye ewo saa semu we hu no wo mo atimi aye ne yie se de be ya ebetimi aboa na wo no atimi akọ nanim na aye abrante echi a wo mo echi no na wasan ba bepie mu ewo achimota overpass mpotam ho ya wodi ni dwuma ni bi wo ho a nam so ma posifo etimi ekokọ kire no a wo mo ede ne nam so ahwa sese 2 count wo mo de ato ni tiri so a wo mo ehwe animu se ne ebefiri mu aba bia no wo mo ede emra bewe no na watimi afwe na emra bi sese etimi ede we no ma ne ekokọ da mu so wo mo ye ne wo begja no na wo mo atumi aye ne saa.
So that's what's happening today at Circle and Pantang. Now, another sad development is the popular comedian SDK has lost the mom. I mean, not long ago, he lost the father, and we all saw the mom and dad. They were very jovial. They were that kind of, that kind of parent that, they know what's up ahead. So they were helping the guy in his skits and everything. It was fun. And all of a sudden, the man had an issue with his health, and unfortunately, he lost his life. And just today, SDK tweeted that he has lost the mom too, which is a very sad development because it's not easy to lose even a parent, and not to talk about both parents within a short period. So my condolences to SDK and the family, and we hope that whatever he has lost in this process, God will find a way to restore him. So God will find a way to restore him in everything that he has lost, and he should be strong, Charlie. Be strong. I know he handled the first one quite properly, and I hope that you'll be strong enough to handle the second one as well. So on that note, we come to the end of today's episode of The Trend with Kwesi Donald on Addiction. Charlie, make sure you subscribe and you comment and you leave a like, Charlie. We do this for you, so the more you are showing the love, the more also having the inspiration to do more, Charlie. So see you next time. Safe, take care, and make sure that you don't find yourself in trouble with the law, okay? I need you to stay alive so that we can always have this vibe. You understand? Safe.